All right, hallelujah. Okay, all right. Shalom, Pastor Fox. Pastor Fox, bless you, my friend. I'm gonna go ahead and give you my opinion. Of course, now we do things a whole lot different than people who call themselves general contractors and stuff out there. Our buildings are built for a little bit more, or a matter of fact, I'm just gonna say it like it is, whole lot longer longevity and security. So let me go ahead and turn this camera around right here, and I'll give you my opinion on what I believe you should do. No, you shouldn't demo. You shouldn't demo. It ain't that bad at all, to tell you the truth. But I'll tell you what building material you should get. It's going to be a whole lot more cost effective than what other people do. It's actually something you can actually do yourself. But if you want to call the people out to do it, that's your prerogative, your choice, your decision. But I think it's something that you can actually do yourself. So let me turn this camera around. Okay, Pastor. This is the first one that I saw. And anytime you have a crawl space, something like this is what I do. Since there's not a metal plate that's actually there to help the load bearing over the wall, I would normally take my masonry hammer and I would put a hole at the edge of this block, a hole in the next one, and a hole in between, consecutively running all the way through the blocks, because it's the size that really matter, and to over to this point right here. And the reason why I would do that is because this is wood and it's going to actually flex a lot, and it's not really as solid as steel. I would actually core fill this with type S. Type S, you can use any type of corrugated rock you want to fill in there with that. I would get some type of rock, 57s, pea gravel or whatever, mix it in with that S and core fill this right here. That's what I would do to join it together. These right here, these joints right here, I would remove after you do that, because you're going to have to relay this block right here. You're going to have to relay this block right here. I would take this, chisel this block out, chisel this block out, and chisel this block out right here. You can do that once you lay this in there. All right, and then I will go ahead and use the type S and build this up. Now you're gonna have to remove the seal plate in order to do all that. That's what I would do on this particular one right here. You're fine. Okay, this is another one that I saw in the video right here. Now again, I see the crack running here as well as here. And what I would do, first of all, always, remove the seal plate, because you can't work without it. And this is really not as bad as you may think that it is. I've seen a whole lot worse. On this particular instance right here, the blocks doesn't look like they're moving much. So what you do is you get rebar. All right, you take either 1/2 inch or 3/4 inch rebar from the foundation up to the top right here, however long it is, and you put a rebar down in here, and then you put another rebar down in here. And then again, you core fill this with type S. Core fill that with type S, and then just take some mortar and squeeze type S mortar mix and squeeze it into joints. Now again, you can use any type of corrugated rock you want to, pea gravel, 57s or whatever it is, to mix inside of this along with the rebar. The rebar is going to keep this from flexing and stuff, because there's a natural flex that's in the building anyway. All right, going to the next one. All right, here's the third one I saw in the video. Again, none of this is as alarming as you think it is, but however, this is what I would do, especially being so close to the bottom on this particular building. And this one's going to be just a little bit more work, but it's a whole lot more safer. What I would do, Pastor, is I would actually chisel this block out, take this block out, this block out. Of course, you have to move the seal plate first. Take this block and this block. So you got these 5 blocks, take them out. Okay, you already have this in here. Remove this. Remove the crawl space right here. That's so you can get to this. And again, you take some rebar from here to here. Stick a couple of pieces of rebar. And I should have said it in the last one too. Either 2 sticks of rebar. Put it in there. Use only type S mortar mix. No N, no quickcrete. Use type S because it's made out of the exact same thing as the block is itself. It has a whole lot more tensile strength. So you use a type S mortar mix. If you would choose to use corrugated rock in there, pea gravel or 57s, it's totally up to you. But you need to mix that in there because this is the core. This is the foundation. It's real close to the foundation. Once you get up here, you can just relay it, and then the joints will be, again, sealed again. But I still, again, this is where we're a little bit different than everybody else. This right here, I don't know if it goes all the way down to the bottom, but you can just fill that in. That's not that major because that's a vent right there. But over here, I would take my masonry hammer, and I would bore out a hole 3 inches in diameter. You don't have to be exact. Again, in this block area right here and right here, and the reason being, and we actually feel, now, that's a lot of concrete. So what you can do is you can just actually get some paper and just fill up the blocks right here in this core and this core and this core, newspaper, because you just wanted to stop the mortar mix from going all the way down. But you can actually I would pour mortar mix with pea gravel or whatever core fill rock you want to use, or 57s, mixed with type S mortar mix, just because of the crawl space right here, because it doesn't have the strength that it needs. And when you get finished laying down, put the seal plate on, you will be fine. Now this one, it seems pretty big. And and what I would do, because I can see the difference between the block right here and here, and that's going to cause a lot of trouble framing up. Again, none of this is really bad, but you do need to. I would chisel out all these blocks right here, and all the way down to the foundation. Again, core, rebar, 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 and then I would put masonry type S mortar mix in there and just relay those blocks. That's what I would do. Some people would tell you to just fill it in with mortar mix, but I don't hold that same opinion. Nowhere near its shape, fashion, and form, because we've had a earthquake or two down here, and we've had to adjust one of our buildings for the same problem. All right, on to the last one. Okay, again, and this is not bad at all, but what I would do is I would, again, remove the seal plate, and I would just take, once the seal plate is removed, I would take rebar, put it down this cell, take another rebar. You don't have to put it in, you can skip one, put it down this cell, and I would actually take mortar mix and fill it in on both sides. Now, the beautiful thing about this is that with these type of foundations right here, you can actually get some stucco, and you would need stucco unless you know how to automatically know how to mix stucco yourself. But stucco binds to the block a whole lot better, and you're not going to see any of this anymore anyway. But the ideal is, since these are the weakest spots of the foundation itself, that's the reason why it cracked there. It'll be good to go ahead and reinforce them and do it on both sides, and you should be good to go. All right, shalom, shalom, my friend. And it really is not that bad at all. I mean, I'm telling you, I've seen it really bad with that. I've had people that ask me what I think about certain things, and I would flat out tell them, you just need to go ahead and demo the whole thing and do it all over again. But this is not bad at all. It really isn't. It's also giving an opportunity to go around and actually fill in some areas where you actually see some gaps that the block masons left. Their mason work, it's okay. It's nowhere near the way I would do it, but it's okay. It's good enough for the foundation right there, and everything else looks good. I'm actually glad that you actually left the building set, because that's one thing we do here at Straightway. We lay the blocks, we let the building sit there for a while and stuff. That way they get to cure and bind themselves to each other and stuff, and it actually makes for a stronger foundation. So I hope I said something to help you and strengthen you. Have a wonderful day, my friend. Bless you, Pastor. Give my sister a hug. Shalom, shalom.